Hey everybody, Eric here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie. Is it good? Is it bad? Ooh. Well, I can tell you what, as a lifelong fan of Mario and Nintendo, having come out of the cinema about 30 minutes ago, I'm about to tell you everything that I think about this film. Stay tuned. So before we dig a little bit deeper into this film, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and comment along. Let me know your thoughts as the video progresses. So the Mario movie. Wow, there's a lot to unpack here. As a Nintendo fan, a Mario fan since I was like 3, you know, my first Mario game was Mario 64, and then I've grown with the series now. I'm 30 now, so Mario's been in my life my entire life. So this is a very important and personal series, as I'm sure it maybe is to you, having played games and being interested in Mario and Nintendo. I can tell you straight up that the Mario movie is great. It's really good and really well realized to the silver screen. I think there's a lot of skepticism on Mario's voice, especially being done by Chris Pratt and not Charles Martinet. I think that argument now is a little bit of a wash. It doesn't really need to be anything that should be discussed. There a lot of apprehension prior to the film, but I think I didn't really care about 2 minutes into the film. As soon as I heard Mario talking, it just made sense. It didn't really sound like Chris Pratt voicing Mario, to be honest with you. And I think that was a major complaint, is they don't want, the Guardians of the Galaxy bleeding into the Mario movies, or the dude from Parks and Rec bleeding into the Mario film. No, it sounds like Mario. I think when you see Mario on screen, you can kind of disassociate from that. However, Jack Black as Bowser just makes sense, and I feel like I don't need to disassociate because Jack Black plays really well into Bowser's personality. So the voice cast, no complaints there. I think everything was pretty airtight. I mean, visually the movie is beautiful. It's stunning. Of course, it's done by Illumination, who's done like all the Minions movies and stuff. So I think it's a really pretty film. And the other thing as well, I'll say, is I took my son to this movie. He's never been to the movies before, and as a parent wanting their child to go in and have a great time, especially as a parent bringing their child to the cinema for the first time, I was really anxious, really nervous that he wouldn't have a good time, but he really did. He really enjoyed the film. I think this is a really great kid-friendly film. Of course, if you're a parent out there, or you have siblings or younger cousins or something like that, you really don't have to worry about anything in this film being maybe bad or scary. I mean, maybe some certain spots with like the dry bones or something like that, but it's really fine. It's really child-friendly. So yeah, overall, I think from start to finish, it's a really complete movie. It's a really complete telling. Of course, it's kind of like the origin story of Mario adapted to the silver screen, and that's okay. There's a lot of reviews right now sitting on Metacritic basically saying that there's not a lot of substance to it. It just feels like you're watching somebody play the video game, which I really, really disagree with. The plot itself is really complete. I mean, I don't feel like there was anything missing, especially from this being an origin movie. You have the introduction of Bowser finding the power star, the superstar. Mario and Luigi are in Brooklyn. They're doing their plumbing thing. Then, of course, no surprise, they get sucked down to the Mushroom Kingdom. They split off. Mario tries to rescue Luigi, and in doing so, he partners up with Princess Peach and Toad. And then they need to recruit Donkey Kong and the Kong Army. Basically, they take on the Koopa Army, the Koopalings, whatever you want to call it. And there's some really great references to games and just Nintendo in general hidden in this movie. I think if you're a fan of Nintendo and a fan of the Mario series, there's a lot to unpack here that I think would definitely warrant seeing the movie not 2 times but like 3 times. I don't buy movies at all. I'll stream them or rent them, but I think this is one that I will definitely probably buy, just because there might be some other cool things that come with it, of course. And I really would love to just slow it down and see all of the eye candy, all of the Easter eggs hidden in plain sight. I mean, from like F-Zero to Kid Icarus to Punch-Out, Wrecking Crew. There's just so many great things, and everything that was included was incredibly complete. And again, I'll use the word airtight. I don't find that there was any issues with this movie at all. It could have been a little bit longer, sure, but I think 90 minutes is the perfect length for an origin story movie. And of course, kind of, I would say that the target market for this movie is probably 20 and below. Of course, I mean, they have to cater to everybody, which is why they have all the references in there. But I think it's a perfect length for a kid's movie. I am really satisfied with this film. I think that they did a really great job. I won't get into any plot points or spoilers or whatever, I mean, go see the movie and then come back and we can talk about it. Even if you want to join my Discord, of course, I would love to talk about it in there. But I just think it's setting up for more movies. Of course, it's to be expected. Of they're going to do the NCU, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, or the MCU, the Mario Cinematic Universe. It just makes sense, and I think the response is going to be really fantastic from fans and just the general public as soon as they see this movie. I'm really excited to see what else is going to be out there, possibly for sequels. There is a mid-credits scene, and then there's a post-credits scene as well. I was the only person that stayed in the cinema to see the post-credit scene, and I think the Marvel movies have really conditioned me to staying and watching all the credits roll, you know, just seeing what's at the end. And what was at the end of the Mario movie credits, oh yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot of people online that will probably say this movie is a nostalgic cash grab, to which I would probably say I think it hits all of the nostalgic notes correctly. It doesn't feel like it is a cash grab. I mean, I feel like the people that worked on this film put a lot of care and effort and love into this film, because not only do they appreciate the Mario universe, but they also appreciate what's at stake, or they're aware of what's at stake of making a Mario movie. This is going to be one of the most harshly looked at and probably harshly judged films in a long time, purely because the source material just runs so deep. I mean, the Nintendo fan base, the Mario fan base, is a really huge fan base dating back pretty much 40 years now. So I can confidently say that the Mario movie is fantastic. I really enjoyed my time watching this film from start to finish. I loved Mario, I loved Luigi, DK, even the cool inclusions of some of the other Kong crew, the DK rap. I don't want to discuss a whole lot because I don't want to really get into spoilers. I wanted to keep this kind of spoiler free, but I really enjoyed this movie. And make sure you stay for the credits and you read all the names. If you're a fan of Nintendo, especially Mr. Iwata, I think, yeah, you'll want to stay around for that one. So there you go. There's my thoughts on the Mario movie. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So I hope you get a chance to check it out soon. If you do, come back to this video, leave a comment. I would love to know your thoughts. And I read and reply to everything. So I would love to have some good discussion with you guys on the Mario movie and possible future of the Mario Cinematic Universe. So that being said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would love to engage with you guys, and hang around. You might like some more videos as well. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you again on the next video.